The form of the resolution is as follows.
Recognized.
Censuring Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota.
This is what MAGA has anointed. The likes of Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. Because for many, Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar represents everything they hate, non-white people who do not hold the same extremist beliefs as them.
Family values are being destroyed.
Is that so? Speaking of family values.
He is, he's fantastic. This guy right here is great. Standing up in there in the mucky swamp. Diane always has him in the mucky swamp. Yeah.
That crowd obviously just despises Marjorie Taylor Greene caressing the private parts of a Donald Trump cutout, right? Or maybe this.
Well, a national divorce is not a civil war. It's actually separating by red states and blue states, and making state rights and state power a lot stronger than it is right now.
Pure, unadulterated idiocy. But on the topic of divorce,
Marjorie Taylor Greene's husband of 27 years, Perry Greene, filed for divorce. He called the marriage, quote, irretrievably broken.
Interesting. And why exactly?
Turning now to exclusive new details obtained by DailyMail.com, revealing allegations that controversial QAnon Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene openly cheated on her husband of 25 years with a polyamorous tantric sex guru, and then had another affair with the manager at her gym.
Daily Mail with the reporting here.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Of course, there was this tremendous exchange with Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett.
Ms. Greene, for 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Who's
It's me.
Ms. Crockett?
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Who showed members of her own party how to rebuke Greene's sentiments by matching the energy and not getting bullied.
Today I introduced a censure resolution against Ilhan Omar. And the reason why I did that, and I'll just say this, censure is not going far enough. If it were up to me, we would expel Ilhan Omar and deport her out of the United States. Her comments are outrageous. She's acting as a foreign agent within our very government. Ilhan Omar needs to be censured. But censure is not enough. I'm telling you right now, she is acting as a foreign agent on behalf of a foreign country.
Another interesting take from Greene.
Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene is proposing for the U.S. to withdraw from NATO. She believes that Americans should help Putin win.
That's amazing. That's Russian state television. In fact, ever since Marjorie Taylor Greene started speaking out against helping Ukraine, Russian state television can't get enough of her. Look at all that. And don't just, listen to us saying this. I mean, listen to what former Republican Congressman Ken Buck told me.
Moscow Marjorie is focused now on this Ukraine issue and getting her talking points from the Kremlin and making sure that she is popular and she is getting a lot of coverage.
Because it feels Greene's language on Congresswoman Omar and labeling her a foreign agent is simply a form of projection. Why is she so incredibly soft on Russia?
Marjorie Taylor Greene parroted Vladimir Putin's central lie, justifying his invasion of Ukraine by calling the Ukrainian government Nazis. One Russian policy expert cited in one of these documents specifically calls on Russia to continue to facilitate the coming to power of isolationist right-wing forces in America. Russia very much wants the Marjorie Taylor Greenes of the world to continue doing exactly what they're doing because it serves Russia's interests.
Not lie about it. You don't get to ask any more questions. I'm done with you. Because you're the cause. You're
One
the
more
cause
thing. You
of
call
our
the
country.
Democrats a
No.
party
You're
of
the cause of
pedophiles.
our
Do you have any
country being
response to
divided.
that?
You're the cause of our country being divided. You're the cause of President Trump almost being assassinated. You're the cause of everything wrong
where's
in
your
America.
evidence for these claims?
No. You're done. You're done.
Another insane talking point parroted by the right. Greene and her ilk fail to look in the mirror over and over again.
No, they're in business of helping the cartels. The cartels love the Democrats. Yeah, they're down there. They're like this. They're like, we're making a lot of money off of Biden, Joe Biden. That's my really bad Mexican accent. Generations of Black and Hispanic men, do you want to know what holds them down? Gangs. Being in gangs and dealing drugs is what holds them down. The lack of education is what holds them down. The gangs are holding them back. It's not white people. There is an Islamic invasion into our government offices right now. Joe Biden's 5 million illegal aliens are on the verge of replacing you, replacing your jobs, and replacing your kids in school. And coming from all over the world, they're also replacing your culture. And that's not great for America. You know that what this committee should be doing? We should be recommending you to be prosecuted. We should be writing a criminal referral because you should be prosecuted for crimes against humanity. You belong in prison, Dr. Fauci.
Mr. Chairman, I have another point of order.
White supremacy shouldn't be the main target. We should be more concerned about the illegal invasion at the border, the crime happening every single day on our streets, and especially in cities like Chicago.
Look, it should come as zero surprise, zero, that those that are stoking the flame when it comes to language, when it comes to simply gaslighting the American people, when it comes to trying to cover up their crimes while having a position of leadership. I understand these people are elected. It also comes through gerrymandering and many other formulas in order to reach this status. What I will say is this: they know what they are doing because they know what their messaging is. It is derived in hate. It is derived through what we have seen in Project 2025, Samuel Alito, the Supreme Court, the Heritage Foundation, and many others, that they want to carry out a predominantly white, Christian, fascist nation. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is just one of those vehicles. She is deeply unpopular in her ranks, within her party rather, which shows a lot because a lot of these folks are depraved. Ken Buck talking about it, like, cool, I appreciate the infighting. Not a good politician, not a good dude. Voted with Trump a very high percentage, which shows their loyalties and priorities. But when you see something like this, in a Marjorie Taylor Greene, who her and Lauren Boebert have gone on the record saying that they believe if a woman were to leave her man or get divorced, there should be consequences, and yet they're doing the same exact thing in both of their respective marriages. It's hypocritical. Greene is one of the ultimate hypocrites when it comes to lawmakers and legislation. Every single opportunity she gets, she wants it to be an absolute clown show because that is the only way she's talked about. She doesn't know a damn thing about policy. She's probably in the Tuberville camp of not knowing the three branches of government. But she sees this as reality TV. And quite frankly, it is us as well. I will take part of the blame, though it is mainly the humongous networks when it comes to mainstream media who love giving her airtime when they shouldn't. They shouldn't. We know what she is about. We know what her prerogative is. It is filled with hatred. Deep levels of hatred. And until Republicans get these folks out of their ranks, they're going to continue to be symbolism of what they represent.